Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Joey Does Tech and welcome to my new YouTube channel. This is going to be a YouTube channel based on pure technology, repairs, upgrades, whatever I can kind of get my hands on from a complete beginner's perspective. I have no knowledge, no experience, nothing when it comes to repairing technology. In fact, I'm going to quickly show you through new equipment that I've literally bought over the past week. To start off with, I'm wearing gloves, alright? And the reason I'm wearing gloves is A, because my hands naturally get quite oily, so I don't want to be leaving any fingerprints anywhere or do any damage to any of the equipment that I touch. And B, these are made out of nitrile, I believe that's how you pronounce it, and it's anti-static. Appropriate purchase. So let's get started. The first thing we bought is this mat. Now again, this mat is anti-static completely. I'm actually going to unwrap it right now. We want to be able to make any repairs for any circuit board stuff. We've got this little area here. This is magnetic, this little compartment, so it's where I can put all of the screws that I don't want to lose, essentially. So this is what we're going to be working with. All right, this is what we work with. This is our foundation. Without a doubt, the most important piece of kit that we can possibly get is this screwdriver set. It's Dayard. I've never heard of Dayard before. Apparently, all the reviews on Amazon were giving it top-notch marks with good feedback. Basically comes with your essentials for what you need to be made to switch out batteries, or get into any phones or devices, the small ones anyway. We've obviously got our tweezers and stuff, and then on the back all our important screws that we might potentially need one day. Again, some of you tech people out there might know these screws a bit better than what I currently do, but the whole point is to kind of take you guys through from a beginner's perspective, and see how far I can go, really. It's a new hobby that I want to pick up. I thought it'd be a real good idea. One thing I need to get used to is how to focus the camera properly. There we go, okay, all right, bit better. Gone, and it's gone again. But yeah, you guys get the point. We've got our, I like to call them guitar picks, obviously they're not, but to get into phones and stuff. So, without further ado, guys, we're going to crack on. I just wanted to kind of let you know what I bought for this whole process, to kind of and this hobby. We have a couple of projects that I'm going to start with, and these are very simple for people who have maybe dabbled with tech a lot before, but for someone like me who has no experience or an idea at all of what's going on, that I think is going to be quite advanced, and there could be breakages, there could be all sorts, and God knows what's going to happen. The first thing we're going to do is replace a battery on a broken iPhone 5. Now, this iPhone 5 in particular has been through the wars. As you can see, the back of it is sellotaped completely at the top. And the reason for the sellotape at the top on the back is because on the front, the screen is cracked. Now, I'm not going to be repairing the screen in this video, but it's what I'm going to be doing in the next video, okay? What we're going to be doing in this video is replacing the battery of the phone because it's completely dead. It's got no charge. I've tried to charge it 5,000 times and it's just not working. Now, it's a very old device, so I don't know if the change of the battery is actually going to work. I don't know if there's actually further extensive damage in the phone, which is causing it not to turn on, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. So the main aim of this little project that we got with this iPhone 5 is to A, get it working by switching it on and changing the battery, and B, then replace the screen when the part comes. Alright, so we're going to see how this goes. Let's start by getting the phone opened up. I'm so excited but nervous at the same time, man. Okay, so first things first, we're going to have to remove the two screws either side of the lightning connector. And the tool that I'm using, I believe, is what they call a pentalope ended screw bit. I could be wrong, I could be completely wrong, so apologies if I've offended anyone. Again, that's not really going to focus. So yeah, let's get this unscrewed. Okay, so the second step is to take your little suction cup, place it just above the home button. Now what we've got to be really careful of here is that the screen's completely cracked. So if I accidentally pull it incorrectly, it's just going to destroy the whole screen and it's going to shatter. So I need to be really ccareful with it. Again, this is the first time I've done this ever on camera or out off camera. I've never done this in my life. So I'm actually pretty nervous. Again, the iPhone doesn't switch on, so the ultimate test doesn't come after this. I need to charge it and just make sure that it turns on as well. Okay, so we're going to try and, okay, it says that's come out really easy. I don't know if you can see that, but already it's began to lift please focus. You see, that's it. But what it looks like is that the screen has come away from. That's not good. That's better. Okay, so I've just felt it. Okay, that's a lot better and a lot more promising. So can we take this all the way around? Again, it's stuff that I'm literally just I'm replicating what I've been told to do in a video. Okay, so everything looks pretty. There we go. Okay, we're getting there, right? Oh my god, we've done it! Look, we've opened an iPhone. Okay, this is impressive for me beyond belief. All right, now what they say in the video again is that you don't open it all of the way. And again, apologies for anyone who's real techie watching this. I'll try to be a little bit more professional once I kind of work out how to be, and once I'm more confident in what I'm doing. Okay, so next up, again, apologies for the focus, but we need to remove these three screws here, remove the silver plate, and then disconnect the some of the stuffs. Now to do this, I believe I need a Phillips screwdriver 000, they call it. Let me take off this thing. I think it's called a 000. Wow, man, these screws are freaking tiny, bro. What the frick? Okay, so this is just all to remove the front panel assembly, apparently. So we're not even halfway yet, I don't think. There goes one. Christ, you can see there. Just managed to disconnect at the top, down here. And I think the only thing holding it in place now is sellotape, which is a great success. There we go. Okay, so we have removed the screen of the iPhone 5. Now, again, this is something that I do actually need to eventually replace. And as you can see, I don't think this one is in good shape anyway because of the lines and stuff that was on this metal casing. See, I don't actually know what this part is, but yeah, it's completely screwed by the looks of it. All right, so next up, by the looks of it, we need to take off this little L bracket down here. Sorry, I'm trying to get used to all the angles on the camera and stuff. This little L bracket down here is what we need to remove, which will then have the battery connector underneath, which we need to pry off, and then we can replace the battery. Apparently it's in place with like a lot of adhesive. And if I just take that out, wow, there we go. And we've taken the battery out of an iPhone 5. That's wicked. Sweating, by the way, absolutely sweating. There it is. There we go. The new battery. Okay, so we're putting the battery back in the case now. In she goes. And then we're going to just clamp down on the connector slowly. That's now been put back in place. Looks all straight and good. And then we're just going to quickly reassemble the phone and just make sure that all the screws are back in the right place, etc. But yeah, this is what I took out and then just put back in as part of the new battery. Connector for the battery. In goes one. In goes the other. Guys, you'll have to forgive me as well. I've got a very blocked nose at the moment, so if I sound a little bit ratty, snotty, it's because of that, so apologies. And now the bit that I'm probably most nervous about is putting these back, essentially, all of these connectors back. Okay, that was a grueling 5-10 minutes that, but I think I managed to get it just very pernickety, very fiddly. Obviously took a while to do. So now we've just got to put metal shielding back on, along with some more screws. I think we're done. I'm terms of the actual battery replacement, let's see if this has worked. So I'm just going to click the screen. Back into place now. Hopefully without the rest of the screen cracking. Is the game here? I don't want to try and turn it on before putting the screws in, so I'm going to put the other screws in. There's one. There's two. Now, I don't know if this came with charge, this battery as such, or whether I need to charge it first before I try it. However, I'm just gonna try it anyway. So this is the moment of truth. This hasn't worked for best part of like 6-7 years, I'd say. Okay, so the update is when I turned it on, or went to try and turn it on, it came up with the symbol of the lightning connector coming from the bottom, and then the screen was like a red battery, and it was just flashing, and then it just turned off. And it done that about 10 times, 20, whatever, 10, 15 times over, and yeah, it doesn't seem to be turning on. I've taken that out and put it back in now, and it's just not working at all. So the iPhone just does not turn on. It showed display to the screen, which is cool because it means that the screen is still all good after all this time, and I think that shows sign that the battery's working because we're getting something, but I can't seem to get it on. It just keeps flashing red. What I'm probably going to end up doing, guys, is leaving it in charge for about half an hour or so and just seeing if it picks up anything at all. Even like plugging it in straight away, it should at least show something, but wait a minute. That's what we're getting. That's what we're getting. Ah, it's gone. There it is. It's showing that it needs to be charged, right? But it's plugged in. I think I'm going to leave it in charge for about half an hour, guys, and try again. Okay, so I did have to leave it for a little bit charging, guys, and it still wasn't working. So I thought, why is this not working? And it turns out it's because the port on the bottom of the phone is actually dodgy. This bit. It doesn't charge properly, but it didn't work definitely with the old battery. So I think with the battery replacement and me holding it in place for a good 10 minutes, aching my hand, the phone's now on. I am so happy that this is now working. It allows me to go on, get stuff that I needed from previous, and it's, in my eyes, it's a success. We managed to swap out the battery fine because everything else is working as it should. The scroll works fine, and look at this application that's on the phone. The OG of applications, Flappy Bird, the best game going. So with that being a success, I guess the next thing to do is replace the screen when it comes, which is going to be okay. I might then look at replacing the charging port for it, which I don't know how much of an easy job that is as well, but it'd be a nice little experiment on the phone. The parts I end up paying are probably going to actually cost more than what I'd be able to get resale value for this phone, but I'm not bothered in actually selling this phone. I want to keep this phone for for my memories from stuff when I was younger. So we managed to change the battery and it seems to be working absolutely fine. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you thumbs up the video. That's my first ever battery replacement for an iPhone 5 and it went all good. It was very, very fiddly and it was an absolute chore, but we got there in the end. That's the most important thing. So guys, thank you so much for watching and I'll catch you next time. Peace.